So, for everyone who was left on the edge of a cliff last week regarding who Mom would call back first,
She didn't call us either back. Neither of us.
the answer is no one.
She said, figure it out.
Really, when confronted about it, she said, "I'm not a boomer."
I saw through your tricks.
She said, "You will not be deceiving me."
Coming up soon.
Hi, Mom. You're on the podcast.
Hi.
What?
I believe you called me yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 13.
Episode 13
of the Alibi podcast, the Marvel special
Marvel
edition.
edition. That's
Today
right.
is all things Marvel. And to start us off, I have a hard-hitting question, okay?
Let's just dive right in. All right.
The Illuminati, the deep state, the
deep
elites
state.
are hunting you down.
Okay.
You get to draft a team to protect you, a team of 5 Marvel characters, good, bad, indifferent. They're probably going to be willing to protect you because that's how the game works. We're going to go back and forth. You get to go first.
Okay, this is an interesting question because we said the Illuminati is after you. This is not like the Ronin is after you.
Yes.
This isn't some assassin is after you. This is the Illuminati.
This is Marvel indifferent, though. Not
Right.
the Marvel Illuminati, just
Our
big bads.
Illuminati. So,
yes. But they have
there's a lot of characters that can protect you here.
all resources available
All resources available
to them.
To them.
So they're
I
chasing
think
you with
number one-
everything.
I think I might take Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Okay, this is the Illuminati chasing me, right?
Fury.
If it was just like an assassin chasing me, I'm taking strength first. I'm taking someone like Black Widow. I don't know who I want to protect me, but Nick Fury, I think, knows more about the Illuminati than the Illuminati knows about the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying?
John's playing
Nick
the
Fury
deep game.
he has infinite resources. He's got a lot of friends in a lot of places.
Connections.
Nick Fury, I think, is a good choice when you want protection.
This is good.
From the Illuminati specifically. That's my pick. What about you?
I'm taking the Winter Soldier,
The Winter Soldier is a good pick.
but like 2014 Captain America,
like
the
the
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Winter
Not like
yes.
nerfed Bucky, but
Yeah,
like yes.
full power Winter Soldier.
That's a good call. That's a good call. I feel like when it comes to the Illuminati, you really would like Thor would be great, you know?
Thor's cool.
Thor's great, but
I'll
also
take Thor just for camaraderie.
Thor is easy to track down.
Yep.
The Illuminati is after you. I'm taking Barton.
Barton.
I want
Okay.
Clint Barton,
All right.
Hawkeye. He's the super spy. Like
He is.
he's bested Black Widow before.
He has.
He has. He was the key differentiator between whether the Avengers won or lost against Thanos. You know?
It's true. It's true.
You know, he was the Ronin. I think Clint Barton is my best bet to protect me.
Clinton Barton.
So I
at
got
number
Fury
2. Okay.
and Barton.
All right. To go with Bucky, I am going to take Iron Man.
Iron Man. Iron Man again. That's a lot of resources at your disposal.
Yeah.
That's a lot of resources. You probably should have took Cap though, or I mean,
Well,
at
'cause
some
the
point,
pairing,
Cap and
yeah.
Black together.
I feel like the resources of Iron Man are going to maybe outweigh Captain America in this specific situation. Iron Man
could
has a
see that.
lot of stuff that can help me hide and get away.
I think my number 3 draft pick. I'm taking Strange, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. That's good.
That's a good. I think Doctor Strange. I can be anywhere in the world instantly with Doctor Strange. You know, he could probably cast a spell and the Illuminati forgets I exist. I probably should have taken him
Taken
first.
Doctor Strange
I
at
don't
one,
know.
yeah.
He'd probably cast a spell and the Illuminati hates each other. I don't
Or
know.
go one higher, and I'm not going to do this for my third pick because it feels like cheating, but you could have just taken, like, what's the lady that he gets his powers from? Originally?
The lady who taught him.
Yeah,
Whatever.
what's her name? I can't remember.
I feel like he's more powerful than she is.
Sure, but I mean, she's like the
She
OG.
was the-
Wong.
No, not
I'm
Wong.
taking Wong.
You could take Wong. He'd probably protect you. But yeah, Doctor Strange is my third draft pick.
I'm going to hope Wong hangs out. At number 3, I'm going to take Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I think that Deadpool, like, just his tenacity and, like, the fact that, like, he just doesn't care, paired with the resources that we're going to have because of Iron Man being on our team.
Deadpool and Iron Man together is going to be nasty.
Yeah, I feel very safe.
Not only
I feel
are you
very
gonna,
safe.
not only are you going to be safe, you're going to have a really good time. You know, my
the
team
comedy
is,
of this trip.
my team is kind of deadbeats. I probably need to bring someone to make it more entertaining because I feel like between my first 3 draft picks, I'm safe anyway. So I think right now I have to take.
Time to think about entertainment value.
I have to take maybe Korg or something right
Korg,
now. I don't know about
yes.
Korg. I don't think Korg. Probably I need like a.
This is your moment to choose. At number 4.
I know who's the most entertaining. I might have to go Spider-Man.
Honestly,
Spider-Man might be a little too nerdy.
Thor. Just take like Ragnarok Thor.
Yeah,
I know
I'll
you
take
said
Thor.
All
I'll
right.
take Thor.
All right.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll take Thor.
Taking Thor. Okay.
He can be low-key. Also, like, he can go other places and do other things if he does, if he needs to.
Yeah, send Thor away for a little bit. If you
Yeah,
have
if
to.
things get hot, he can go do something else, I'll take Thor just for the entertainment value.
One thing I've noticed about the newer Marvel movies is that as it continues on, the bad guys are just more and more powerful.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm definitely sleeping on somebody to grab here.
A villain?
Yeah.
Thanos. No Illuminati.
But I'm just going to take Wong at number 4.
Number 4 is Wong. All right, number 5. I should have taken this at number 4. I just thought of this, but Scott.
Scott Lang.
Take Lang.
Yes,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's coming with me.
It's a sleeper take.
One of the
He's
more
good.
entertaining people. Again, I'm already safe,
Right.
But I'm just taking him because he's fun. And I got, I guess, Thor and Ant-Man for entertainment.
All right, in 5, we're going to go ahead and take Captain America to give Bucky
Keep
that.
Cap and Bucky together.
Yeah, that duo
You gotta
power.
have that power. That really is. It's like a horsepower situation. Like they're both powerful on their own, but combined they're however many times. you
Right,
know?
yeah.
Absolutely good call there.
So that puts me with Bucky, Iron Man, Deadpool, Wong, and Captain America.
And that puts me with Nick Fury, Clint Barton, Doctor Strange, Thor, and Scott Lang.
Yeah. Nick Fury doesn't have a lot of combat chops.
He doesn't, but I feel like I don't need a lot of combat chops.
Hopefully you could just gonna
If I need to get into
avoid the bad
combat,
guys.
yeah, I'm gonna avoid combat a lot. But if I need combat chops, I've got Barton and Thor. Like I'm good. You know, Who are you gonna bring?
Barton's Achilles heel is that he's not invincible.
He doesn't need to be. Not against
Thor's
the Illuminati.
invincible.
The
Also-
Illuminati is just such light work for any Avengers level Marvel character. You know,
mean,
like
these are the big
anytime,
bads.
anytime. Oh, Mom is calling.
Oh my.
Hi, Mom. You're on the podcast.
Hi.
What?
I believe you called me yesterday.
She decided to call me back, Gabe.
I see that.
You've chosen now.
Did you need anything?
No, we're good. I guess she does care if we live or die, which is really touching. Thank you, Mom. No, we're good. We were just calling to see.
Okay, love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Bye.
What a nice
Would you
lady.
look at that? Oh, look who's calling me.
Oh my
now.
goodness.
Well, hello. You're on the podcast.
Hello, darling. I was just returning your call.
Thank you. I didn't need anything. Just wanted to say hi.
Hi, love you.
Love you too. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
My goodness.
funny.
That's crazy. Come on.
Just had to check in.
She knew we were on the pod.
She did. She did. Very
All right. All right. Next question.
All right.
This one might be harder, might be easier. Now you have to pick one Marvel character to live with for the rest of your life. I'm gonna
Black
let you.
Widow!
Yeah, I'm gonna let you pick if you're getting married or if this is just a roommate situation.
Oh.
He said Black Widow.
I have to think about it. Hold on. So obviously Black Widow is the first comes to mind. But
Just for reference, I'm the one that's married, so
you are married. That's true. You want to pick a dead.
I already know what I'm picking.
You know. I'm probably gonna pick. I gotta pick a woman. You know, just have to. I don't know which one. It's probably.
Yelena is an option.
I thought about Yelena. Yeah, I really did. Either Black Widow or her sister. Problem is, both of them are probably really hard to deal with at certain times.
Yeah.
Also, like, they might just kill me and leave. I don't know if it's worth it to take that, but I feel like there could be better options. Like, what if I took, like, Jane Austen? Or no, Jane... What's her last name? Not Austen. That's the...
Jane Austen is the author. Jane from Thor?
Jane... What's her last name?
I don't know.
Foster.
Foster. Okay, yeah,
Not
that's
Jane
right.
Austen. Jane Foster. I get my classic characters confused. What about, like, Jane Foster or... like, Peggy Carter?
Peggy Carter's kind of cool.
Peggy
some-
Carter is... where it's at, dog.
But you're apparently now talking about getting married.
Not necessarily. Although, if we don't get married and they hate me, that'd be bad. You know, and is this like a live forever?
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
The rest of your life, I have to be with this person.
You don't have a good answer. Let me tell you my answer.
What's your answer?
Jarvis. All right, I'll take Friday.
You take Jarvis, or I'll take Vision, maybe.
Vision's good,
Jarvis,
yeah.
I'll take Viz.
Yep. It's yeah,
There we
like that's
go.
some assistance right there.
I don't know, that's a pretty good one to have. I think I'll live with Vision. Also, he's, you know, probably can amuse himself infinitely in the corner. I don't know how robots work. He's a super bot, but...
Speaking of Vision, can we talk for a moment about Marvel plot holes?
Oh, goodness. This could take a while.
I know. We're not going to talk in depth because it would take much longer than the amount of time we have allotted for this podcast.
Right.
But there are a lot of Marvel plot holes right now.
Absolutely. What were you thinking with Vision?
When White Vision disappeared at the end of...
Where did White Vision go?
What the heck
At
happened?
the end of WandaVision? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Something, Cotton Eye Joe. White Vision is an interesting character because the Vision in that show was like a hallucination created by...
Was it even real?
Wanda, right? It was just a physical representation of what she had in her mind or whatever. It was an extension of her. It wasn't real, right? Theoretically. Right. And then White Vision somehow, some way came into play. I think White Vision was theoretically made from like the pieces of Vision who died previously.
Right.
And then he shows up, you know, fights with this creation of, you know, Wanda made, and then just disappears. He's obviously not the same Vision. Where did it's all very... It is confusing.
Another similar in nature plot hole, in Eternals, where they freeze the giant monster, and there's just this huge joint frozen in the ocean now, and then it's never acknowledged again.
Right on. Good for that. I think, although the Vision thing again,
yeah,
it's not exactly a plot hole because they, you know, it could be addressed in the future.
That's the same thing with the Eternals thing. Just in theory, maybe someday they'll address it.
Yeah. I think a plot hole would have to be something like the
PEM particles.
The PEM particles, maybe.
Where if you shrink a man down to the size of a needle, and then he can just jump and punch someone with full power, but then also you shrink...
stand on your shoulder without a problem.
Yeah, you can stand on your shoulder without a problem, but also Hank carries around a little briefcase of cars.
Yeah.
That he shrunk down, that presumably, according to what we were told about Ant-Man, are still the weight of a car?
Yeah. Yes, it doesn't make sense. That is a plot hole.
The math is not mathing.
That's a plot hole. That's for sure. There was also, I'm trying to think, because I'm pretty sure there were some glaring plot holes that everybody looked back and like, wait, why didn't they do this? When it came to a variety of oh, we lost a light.
We lost a light. I knew it would probably happen
We've
eventually.
lost 2 lights so far. It's all right. We still have light.
Yeah.
But like I think there was a time in Endgame when obviously they won in Endgame anyway, but Thanos lost his glove and Cap didn't go for the glove. He went for Thanos.
Yeah,
And
dumb.
everyone's like, I'm sorry? There was a couple of moments in Infinity Wars where they could have taken the ring or the stones, the gauntlet, or there was just a variety of ways they could have won. I've seen a couple of conspiracy theories, but
Another very notable one in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
There's this huge plot point that Spider-Man doesn't really know how to use the suit. There's a lot about the suit that he doesn't understand.
yeah.
Trying to figure it out. Kind of seeming to forget that he wore this same suit in Civil War and didn't have any problems.
Well, I mean, he
The whole airport sequence in Civil War, he's able to shoot webs, he's able to fight super effectively, he's able to single-handedly neutralize the Winter Soldier and the Falcon.
yeah, they got nerfed though. But no, that's not a plot hole because he didn't understand the full capabilities. He was able to use a suit with the training wheels the whole
But
time.
in home, oh yeah, this training wheels. Maybe that's the factor.
Yeah, it's not a.
still, still.
Maybe I don't know.
He's struggling with the suit. But in the previous one, he's not struggling with the suit.
Yeah, whatever. Speaking of Civil War, though, I saw a comment just like yesterday. Maybe it was even today, this morning. I don't remember, but they were talking about the scene where the Avengers are talking about the Sokovia Accords and whether or not they're going to sign, and Vision's all like, I have an equation, you know? But somebody pointed out that right there, that was the moment when Captain America and Iron Man switched sides. Because when it started out, Captain America wanted to follow orders. He was a soldier. He did what he was told. He listened to somebody else. He just executed on the plan that somebody else made. And Iron Man was very much I do what I want when I want, and I don't answer to anyone. I don't follow any rules. I do as I will do. You know, and at that moment in Civil War, it switched, and Tony decided, I need somebody else to answer to. I need to follow somebody else's order. I need to just execute the plan somebody else created. And Cap decided, I can't trust the big man. I need to be able to make my own decisions. I need to be able to pick my own battles. An interesting little further layer to the entire depth and character arc from the whole Infinity Saga.
Yeah. And we'll be right back after this short message from our sponsors.
This message is brought to you by Disney Plus.
Owners of Marvel do only to corporate greed.
We see you, Steve, sharing your password with your cousin.
Well, guess what? Disney Plus now comes with proprietary The Mouse is Watching technology. Every time you try to share your password, we'll send one of your favorite heroes to politely remind you that that password is yours and only yours.
So stop mooching and get your own Disney Plus, because sharing is for suckers.
All right, welcome back, folks. For the second half of today's episode, we will be reacting to the Screen Rant ranking of all Marvel films.
Yes, absolutely.
A quick note, they told us how we rank MCU movies. It says, Alex Leadbeater and Simon Gallagher have combined experience writing about movies and TV for over 25 years. While the question of quality is subjective, they combine their experience with objective metrics, critical consensus, and audience expectation to rank Marvel's 34 movies. Have you already seen what the number one is?
I don't think so.
Okay, do you want to guess what their number one is?
Their number one?
Yes.
Is it Endgame?
No. We're going to agree with this number one. You're going to agree with this number one. Captain America, The Winter Soldier.
Is number one?
Number one pick.
That's a good number one. That, I mean, as far as like, as a movie, you know, I think the entire storyline notwithstanding, that one is one of the better standalone. This one works as a movie, like individually,
Yeah.
all the pieces fit together, and even fitting into the greater story, it is a great part of the story. Like, you don't need the rest of the story quite as much, but it certainly advances the story.
Oh yeah.
And like, the more you think about it, like, it influenced the characters in deeper ways than you can like realize off first glance.
Interestingly, this was the Russo brothers' first Marvel film to direct.
Came in hot.
Came in hot, yep. Action sequences in that movie, some of the best in the MCU. Just general performances and also lineup. Sebastian Stan, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson.
Absolutely. Banger lineup.
Yeah. And of course,
Only
Samuel
problem-
L. Jackson has
Biggest
a
problem with that
prominent role.
movie, as far as like casting and stuff specifically, the Falcon.
We
I'm
love
not-
to hate on him
We
around
don't.
here.
Yeah, not huge fans of that specific casting choice.
He's not bad.
He's not terrible.
To be fair, this was his best movie.
I don't even know what else he does. I'd have to look.
He's in a bunch of Marvel things, and then he's also in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
And he was way better in Winter Soldier than in any of that stuff. All right,
Yeah.
number 2. I'm
Hold
going
on,
to guess
looking
that this
at
would
Anthony
be...
Mackie movies.
Oh, okay. All right.
He was in 8 Mile. I was freaking saying it for him, right? But I'm pretty sure nothing else too remarkable. Anyway, moving on. We don't really love Anthony Mackie as the Falcon, but
I'm going to guess that this would also be your number 2.
what's that?
Can you tell me what your number 2 would be first?
Shang-Chi?
All right. Nope, never mind. It's The Avengers, 2012.
Oh, no, yeah, that's better. The Avengers was great. That was a really good movie.
Just all around, really good movie.
So good, so good. And also, like, if you think about it through the lens of the Loki show and consider Loki to be the main character, it's also fantastic. There's just so many layers to how good that movie is. And it's also hilarious, like the combination
yes.
of the characters on screen for the first time, how the Avengers, it's just everything about it is gold.
It's everything every other Marvel movie wished it was.
Yeah, Shang-Chi is not number 2. Shang-Chi, though, I think is, with the Winter Soldier, it's one of the best standalone movies, like works outside of the greater saga. But what's number 3?
I think I disagree with this one.
What is it?
Infinity War.
Infinity War was good.
I think Civil War, Shang-Chi, and Guardians could all... Oh, and Ragnarok.
Absolutely, yeah.
Could all be considered for this slot instead of
I
Infinity
agree. I
War.
think Infinity War and Endgame both were good movies specifically for what they did with the story. Like, obviously, the acting was good, a lot of great performances. The writing was mostly solid. There was more plot holes in those two movies probably than the rest of the
for
MCU
sure.
combined.
Yeah.
You know?
It
Maybe
started to
not
get
quite,
messy.
but it just got real messy.
But with that many characters, it was hard not to.
It was. And they were trying to do something really huge on a giant scale. And I think they pulled it off really well. They did probably as good as anyone could do. But as far as, like, is this a good movie? It's pretty good, but there's better in the MCU.
Number 4, Captain America Civil War.
Absolutely good.
Very reasonable.
Fantastic
placement,
movie,
wonderful
yeah.
movie. It's a lot like the first Avengers movie, in my opinion, in terms of seeing all these characters on screen together, introducing Spider-Man into the mix, and this time maybe introducing a little bit more fighting between them. Also introducing Black Panther into the mix.
I would submit to you that Captain America Civil War pushes the storyline and advances the characters better than any other movie in the Infinity Saga. Infinity Wars and Endgame included.
Yeah.
I think
I think
better
I can
than
agree with
Infinity
that.
Wars, better than Endgame as far as the Infinity Saga itself.
Emphasis on character development, for sure.
Character development and just the general story arc.
I mean, huge things happen in the story arc in the Infinity Saga to the point that's like, okay, maybe not.
yeah,
so
but none
much,
of that.
in
This
terms of,
set
like,
them up entirely, like
meaningful
100%.
character development and stuff. Yeah, Civil War was huge.
And this literally lays the entire foundation for Infinity Wars and Endgame to happen anyway. So I think arguably on both of those counts. But what's next?
Number 5,
Yeah.
something that is once again just a classic, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That was a great movie. I don't know that I would have put it above Ragnarok.
Yeah, some of the names we've already said, I feel like still have,
Or
the
even
ability.
Ant-Man. Both of those were Ant-Man and Spider-Man are probably about on the same level. Those were really great character origin story. Not really origin, but
development, like intro,
introduction.
MCU introduction
Yeah,
at least.
those were both phenomenal movies. Both funny, both really unique, had their own story, both their own movies with their own characters. I liked them both a lot.
With this list being 34 titles, I have the guess that they don't include any of the other Spider-Man origin stories.
Probably
Even
not.
though the new Spider-Man movie makes them officially canon MCU.
Right.
So that's interesting. Interested
I do
in where they might
prefer
place.
Tom Holland Spider-Man, but that's a debate and a hot take for another time.
Tom Holland Spider-Man is good. He's also really, really good for in the context of the MCU,
Yeah.
in that relationship with Iron Man. I feel like Andrew Garfield, while he is a really, really good Spider-Man, might be a little too overconfident to have that kind of a relationship with Tony Stark.
Yeah. I agree. I agree that it was done really well.
Number 6, they have Avengers Endgame. We don't need to dwell on that. It's whatever. Number 7, perhaps, okay, so it's Guardians of the Galaxy, which I was about to say perhaps woefully low for Guardians of the Galaxy, but
Yeah.
Volume 3.
Ooh, I don't
Which-
think I've watched that movie since I saw it in theaters.
Yeah. Saw it in theaters,
That
did not
movie
watch again.
Was, first of all, super heavy. Like, goodness gracious.
Not the best Guardians.
by no means. I mean, Peter Quible's absolutely nerfed. You didn't get your Star-Lord. You just didn't get Star-Lord at all. You didn't get the relationship with Gamora. You didn't get Gamora at all, honestly. You hardly got Rocket at all. You just got a super sad background story. It was just not that good of a movie, in my opinion. Especially compared to the other Guardians.
In number 8, somehow also making the top 10, Guardians, the first one.
Well, that was a great movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1, like the
I'm
first
just
one.
surprised to see 2 Guardians movies in the top 10, though.
Well, 3
now,
was
that
wrong.
said, I think Guardians of the Galaxy is better than Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Absolutely, and possibly better than some of the other movies we've had.
Ranking Guardians 3 higher than Guardians 1 is crazy, but also ranking Guardians 3 higher than Ragnarok is wild.
Absolutely wild. What do we have? What else do we have? We got
At
2 more
9,
top
we
10.
have Black Panther.
That was a good movie. I think also on par with Spider-Man and Ant-Man.
One of my favorite villains
That was
in a
good
solo
villain.
film.
It was a great villain. Also, like, the vibe of that movie was more unique compared to most of the rest of the MCU.
And a wonderful performance by Michael B. Jordan.
Absolutely. And, of course, Chadwick Boseman.
Of course. And at a wild number 10, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far From Home was good. Not quite as good, I don't think, as the first Spider-Man Homecoming. Maybe, I don't know. But
We
I
don't
think
have
it was nice to
time.
have
Yeah.
MJ involved
Yes.
now. That was cool. MJ and Ned both. As far as, like, Mysterio and that whole storyline, like, it was good, not bad. It wasn't, like, mind-blowing. Jake Gyllenhaal obviously did a great job, but it was interesting. Also, speaking of things that weren't really explained too well, what's up with the Skrulls instead of Fury
Oh, yeah.
and Hill? That was kind of
We
weird.
didn't finish the Secret Invasion show, though, so we
Oh,
can't
that's
really...
true.
We kind of
Let us know. Anybody who, if anybody watches this,
anybody
and
actually
has-
watched that.
yeah, and actually watched that too, let us know.
We don't have time to react to this whole list, but as I'm scrolling through, one truly wild take is The Marvels at number 14.
No, who made this list? That's not. Where's Ragnarok?
And I'm still looking for Ragnarok. Thor Love and Thunder at 20, which is higher than Ragnarok, because I
That's
haven't come
crazy.
across it yet. Found it. 25. Thor Ragnarok at 25.
That's crazy. Very wrong. I don't know how you could defend that take.
Yeah, there's so many mid movies above it.
Yeah, that movie, first of all, it's hilarious. So funny. Doesn't really develop the story very much. It's one of those off to the side somewhere else kind of things. But every performance was stellar. Like the story was great. What an excellent balance of the weightiness and the darkness that Hela brings, and then like the hilarious colorful fun from like characters like Korg. And like the way Thor approaches life in that movie, that's probably peak Thor. Thor has never been either A, more powerful, or B, more entertaining, or more balanced. You know, that movie was just in every way fantastic.
One of the best Marvel movies.
Probably, yeah. A top 5 or at least top 10.
For sure. Multiple on their top 10 could have been replaced with that easily.
Yeah, I don't know how hot our takes were today. We had some takes for sure, but I think that brings us to the end of the Marvel episode.
That does.
There it is.
That's the end.
Thank you for watching.